Morning, all. Welcome back to the Jersey Countdown 2021 edition. And we're gonna get on with it. The shirt that I'm wearing today is my Anna J AEW T-shirt that I just got. So, because Dark Order's kind of a cool stable in AEW, and if you don't watch AEW, then it doesn't matter. And I thought the crown on this one looked kind of fun too. So you can almost make it a King shirt, kind of, almost, except the Queen Slayer part would throw people off. But, hey, there's that. All right, let's go ahead and get on with the countdown. Starting off with number 330, which is Chicago Blackhawks. This is the second stadium jersey that's on this countdown. And this is as high as they get. I don't think there's another stadium jersey. There's a Winter Classic, though. But I like the 4 stars here. See on the shoulder or on the sleeve. It is interesting. It's different, kind of a fun jersey. My wife has one of these too. I got one for her off Full Moon Jerseys. If you have a lady in your life, like, I wouldn't mind getting her a nice jersey. Women's. They still have a bunch of Reebok women's jerseys on Full Moon, and they're cheap. So yeah, it's just a present. Make sure she likes hockey first, though. So that's important. So she's not pulling out a jersey like this and going, why? Why? Number 329. This is a Colorado Avalanche. This is the Mike Ricci that I have. This is the original color. So they would go to maroon, but it started out as more of a red color than the maroon/burgundy that they use currently, and they changed colors, and it was one of those changes that was so subtle I really didn't notice at the time. But in my collection, I put the maroon ones, most of them higher than this one. I did agree with the maroon color change once I realized it had been made. I'm like, oh, that is a better color. Number 328. We got another North Stars here. This is the jersey that they wore when I started watching hockey back in the early 80s, and it is a pretty decent jersey. I do prefer it with the black in it, though. So if you're wondering why this is where it is, I prefer it with the black stripe that was added later. But this is a nice classic look. Minnesota North Stars. Nobody's currently wearing this color scheme, so if there was a team in Minnesota, again, I do think that if Minnesota had as a third this exact design with the Minnesota Wild logo on it, that'd be nice. Nobody's going to expect them to go back to the old branding. Nobody wants that. But the colors are nice, and again, they're not being used currently. The Dallas Stars do not use this exact color scheme. It's Oakland Seals time. So at 327, yep, there we go. I got her. We have the Oakland Seals, the white version of the green one I showed you guys the other day. I do prefer the white one to the green one. And again, it's Oakland Seals because it's an O. I haven't seen California Golden Seals jerseys, and I could just stop right there. I've never seen them. Oakland Seals, yes. The California, when they changed the logo, I haven't seen any of those available for purchase through a retail seller, a trusted retail seller. Should clarify, trusted retail seller. I'm sure you can find it somewhere, just not necessarily of the legitimate variety. But I mean, it's something different, and again, it's the logo does not look like a seal. That's an issue when your name is literally the Seals. Number 326 is the 80s style LA Kings, early 80s, of course. Late 80s, they went to the Raiders colors. But this is still when they were using the Lakers colors, the purple and yellow. I know, people call it foreign blue. It's purple. But yeah, so this is the Kings as they were in the 80s. The, of course, mentioned before, sleeves here. That later on, San Jose and Anaheim would do something like this, while LA wouldn't do it again. It's weird, but I'm glad I have this. I think I got this one through. I want to say it was Ice Jerseys, which is now Sports Buff. I'm thinking, or it could have been Cool Hockey. I know I didn't get this one from Ben. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it was. But again, I don't know where to find this now. Sports K had it. I don't know that Sports K still has it now. Number 325, Edmonton Oilers. This, of course, is the Wayne Gretzky jersey. I have a few Gretzky jerseys. Heroes of Hockey, right here, 1985, 1986. It's a nice jersey. This one I think I got from Ben 8 Sports. And yeah, Gretzky, 99. Would have been a year ago now, I believe. But yeah, it's a nice jersey. Again, we're in the nice jersey region. Once we get higher up, you guys will see that I have, well, I mean, tastes are all different, right? We're going to agree that tastes are all different, so. All right, that being said, the blue Oilers Gretzky, I do still believe that the Adidas throwback that they did is yet to come on the countdown. I have split those two up, and I can explain why when I get to that jersey. Number 324 is the Hartford Wolfpack jersey I have right here. It is a definitely a different jersey than anything else I have in the collection. I will say the logo is completely original. I've never seen anything like this either. It tells you what it is, and it appears to be, even though the wolf seems to be coming out of a wave, but you know, that's fine. If you want to like have like a from the depths of the sea kind of wolf pack, sure, you could have ocean wolves. Why can't you have ocean wolves? Of course you can. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying, hey. And you've got the wolf on the shoulder here, which has a submarine. So I guess it's nautical. I hadn't really thought about it. But you know, New York Rangers on one shoulder as well. And I think it's a pretty sharp jersey. So again, yeah, it's nautical. Because if you look over here, you can see that it's a submarine with a wolf's head on it. So it's different. It is really, really different. Either somebody came up with this and said this is great, and they said, all right, we're gonna go with that, or it was 4 a.m. and somebody just took that submarine with a wolf head picture and threw it on the table and said, I'm done, and that was it. I like to picture it being the latter, but yeah, Hartford Wolfpack. Number 323 is the original Minnesota Wild jersey, which is green on a green background. So they have the cream colored outline on the outside. This is a jersey, of course, that has that plunging neckline, which is awesome, I guess. They would eventually, of course, close that up and make it so it choked people. But yeah, and then you have the huge Wild secondary here. This secondary logo on the shoulder is quite large. And you've got the weird venting on the side too that these jerseys had. So let's see right there. It is bizarre, and of course the red that I know there's Minnesota fans that want to see the red taken out of the jersey. I think it's fine. I remember when these first came out, I was a little bit underwhelmed by the green one. But you know what? Again, I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I have it in the collection. It is definitely something different, and I do like that when a team comes into the league, they try something different with their jerseys. Number 322 is the black Ottawa Senators with the eyes that'll follow you around the room. I'm going to say, though, why this jersey was always one of my favorites was that I really liked the gold leaf on the arm here, the gold on here. And it's kind of a preview of what Vegas would use. It is the same fabric that Vegas currently has on their gold jersey, as well as on the arms of their gray jersey. And so that I found kind of interesting when I got this. I was like, okay, so that is the same fabric. You can see on the inside, it's the same thing. And of course, I still like the 3D logo, not necessarily with the eyes that follow you no matter where you are. It'll follow you. But yeah, Ottawa was trying something different. I did also like the secondary on the shoulder. I have magnets made up where I've got different logos teams use, and I'll get usually like, where did that logo get used? And very often it's a logo that was only used as a secondary on a third jersey that they never used anywhere else. It's weird, but anyways, there you go. Ottawa Senators, one of the nice jerseys from Ottawa. Rounding out this portion of the countdown, number 321, this Philadelphia Flyers, which was of course worn by Eric Lindros. This is the Lindros era Flyers, and again, it's got that same design as that LA Kings I showed you with the design on the sleeve there. But yeah, I do prefer this color orange, but their current Adidas jersey has some things that I like about it. And again, when I get to some of those Adidas that are higher up, I will explain why they'd be higher up than some of the CCMs that preceded them. But I've always liked the Flyers logo. I've always thought that's a nice classic logo. They've never really messed with it. I mean, I showed you guys the third earlier in the countdown where they kind of changed it a bit, but they really don't mess with that logo at all. They've never had a secondary. There's never been anything on their shoulder in relation to a secondary logo. You might have an anniversary logo here and there, but you're not going to have a secondary logo. So they keep it simple. Orange is their color, unless they've decided to go to black for a while because they're going through their goth phase. But for the Flyers, yeah, orange is basically their color. So there you go. We're done up to 321 now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And yes, that Hartford jersey, I haven't actually worn that one yet. So, yeah, I looked at it from the front. I hadn't really noticed on the shoulder that there was a submarine with a wolf head on it. So, there you go. You learn something new every day with a collection like this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys again soon.